You're listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional. Today's topic: does Matthew teach that some commandment breakers will be in heaven? Some understand this passage to mean that a person called the least will still be in the kingdom of heaven. But reading the next verse gives us more perspective. Jesus goes on to say, "For I say to you that unless your righteousness exceeds the righteousness of the scribes and Pharisees, you will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven." Verse 20. The scribes and Pharisees loved the appearance of keeping God's law, but they did not keep it. They often set aside some laws for their own selfish purposes. For they bind heavy burdens, hard to bear, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves will not move them with one of their fingers. Matthew 23:4. In one Sabbath incident, Jesus said to them, "If a man receives circumcision on the Sabbath, so that the law of Moses should not be broken, are you angry with me because I made a man completely well on the Sabbath?" John 7:23. Jesus was called a lawbreaker, but his teachings actually show that he was stricter in keeping the moral law than the so-called experts in the law. He explained, "For laying aside the commandment of God, you hold the tradition of men." Mark 7:8. In this passage, they were quick to ignore the needs of their own parents and break the fifth commandment for their own profit, making the word of God of no effect. Verse 13. To be called the least in the kingdom of heaven doesn't mean you are the last in line and will somehow squeeze through the pearly gates. The word is not a noun, but an adjective that means to be unfit or unworthy to be there. Christ assures us that those who belittle his law will be like the scribes and Pharisees who will by no means enter the kingdom of heaven. Our key Bible text today comes from Matthew chapter 5 and verse 19. "Whosoever shall break one of these least commandments, and shall teach men to do so, he shall be called least in the kingdom of heaven. But whosoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven." Thank you for listening to the Amazing Facts Daily Devotional.